Welcome to Something More to Podcast, where we move through topics wherever the conversation takes us. I'm your host, Richard Collins.
And I'm Adam Culbertson.
So I want to start this episode off by saying happy holidays. And if it pisses you off that I said that, you probably want to move on and skip this episode.
Yes, happy holidays. Merry Christmas. What is it? Happy Kwanzaa.
Mm-hmm. Happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah.
Hanukkah.
Is there any more holidays that are
Ramadan that's kind of in the range?
Is it Happy Ramadan?
I'm not really sure.
Merry Happy Ramadan. I don't know what it is. So
some positive adjective Ramadan.
Yes, ignore my ignorance, please.
But yeah, so it's going to be our topic today. Ultimately, I am not necessarily against the idea of Christmas. I'm not necessarily against people who worship Christianity or who practice Christmas or anything, or even the commercialization of Christmas doesn't bother me that much. What really kind of gets on my nerves is just how long the Christmas season is now. Like it was already bad enough that, you know, even growing up, immediately after Thanksgiving, like even Thanksgiving morning, it's like the end of the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. That was the start of Christmas right there.
Got to put up that tree. Got to put up the ornaments, decorate the house.
Oh yeah. And it's like, as bad as that is, like these days, like, I mean, I've heard of people putting up trees before Halloween even this year. Like Taco Bell near me actually put up Christmas decorations in October.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. Like I think me and my wife, we went to Walmart to just like get something Halloweeny. I don't remember what, maybe it was just candy. I don't know. But we were just going down the Halloween aisle and it was already halfway deconstructed. It wasn't even Halloween yet, but the Halloween aisle was already halfway deconstructed and they were putting up Christmas stuff.
I mean, it's so insane to me. Like it's absorbing so much of the year now. Because people don't even like take their Christmas stuff down like right after Christmas. It'll usually at least be until after New Year's.
Yeah.
And I mean, at a certain point, like we're already basically past a fifth of the year. Like, I mean, it's getting really close to an entire quarter of the year, like an entire actual season worth of Christmas.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that's insane to me. That much is going into it.
Well, it's called the Christmas season for a reason, right?
I guess it is now.
It's the season of giving.
Are we just like relabeling like fall and some of winter?
Yep.
Is that it now?
Yep.
Fall is now just Christmas.
Christmas. Oh, and oh man, like the people that are like, oh, they're taking our Christmas away. They're not letting me say Merry Christmas. Nobody is saying you can't say Merry Christmas. Nobody. It's not a law. Nobody passed a law behind your back that took your rights to say Merry Christmas away. So don't worry and don't fall for the lies and everything. They're like, oh, it's coming back this year. Everybody, you go at all the stores, you go at all the department stores, and everybody's saying Merry Christmas again. We brought it back. No, it never went away. Don't worry. Like it's not gone. It never went away. You can still say Merry Christmas, but don't get upset that people want to say other things.
Well, and you know, for that matter, if you really think about it, and I've kind of been bringing up these comparisons of like, you know, ridiculous things that all these people assume, like concerning like capitalism, communism, and all this other kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's just, I mean, it makes too much damn sense. And I really hope that some of these people can open their eyes to how ridiculous they sound.
Yeah.
But if you think about it, all that happy holidays thing even is just a bunch of companies trying not to piss off people because they want everybody to come shop at their store.
Yep.
So it's extremely capitalist for them to be like, okay, we need everything to be neutral so everybody comes in and buys stuff. It would actually be like communist to say this is the religion that you celebrate and you can only have these holidays.
Hypocrites. Hypocrites. Okay, I'm done. I'm done.
But no, I mean, like, that's the entire idea behind it, is that it's supposed to be inclusive to everybody. Not to say that, you know, people can't say Merry Christmas. I mean, every job that I've ever worked, like, if somebody tells me Merry Christmas, I'll respond in kind.
Yeah.
Like, even when I was working at, like, Pizza Hut or whatever, like, retail, it doesn't matter. But, like, at the same time, you have to understand that there are some people that don't celebrate Christmas, and even if it doesn't piss them off, it just makes it awkward for them that everybody's all like Merry Christmas all the time anybody goes anywhere for like almost 3 months of the year now.
Yeah, for real. Man, I can't tell you how many times I've been asked, just go into any store, it could be fucking Lowe's, and the cashier is going to be like, did you get all your Christmas shopping done? You know? Yeah. Sure, man. That's been going on for the past month and a half.
Oh yeah.
Like, my Christmas is I mean, family stuff, my wife's family. My family lives states away, so it's not easy for me to travel
right
to them, and it's not necessarily easy for them to travel to me either, so they do their thing down there, and I do my thing with my wife up here with her family. And we just do a Secret Santa. Each person gets one person, and we just do a $20 gift. Like,
yeah, I mean,
we just do that. That's
actually somewhat reasonable. I mean, if you think about it, it's kind of ridiculous to have this idea that you have to buy every single person you know something, and
oh my God,
and they all have to buy you something. And I mean, it's just, I mean, that right there is rampant consumerism.
Yeah.
Like, and it really is just, it's companies again trying to take something that people already did or already were kind of glommed onto. Like, Christmas existed well before all these companies, but they're just taking that and just pushing it so far into the realm of like just buy.
Yeah.
Like, so many holidays these days are just entirely commercial.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like entire holidays that are based on like card companies.
Valentine's Day.
Or like Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Like, and don't get me wrong, you should appreciate your mother.
Yeah.
But you should appreciate your mother 365 days a year, not one.
Exactly. That's my whole point on any holiday is like my birthday. I don't give a fuck about my birthday. If you want to get me something, fucking get it for me anytime. It doesn't have to be dedicated to a day. I don't care. Right?
I mean, your birthday just means you're older. Like, who cares?
It's another fucking day. Humbug.
I'm gonna start celebrating like the anniversary of my 10th day of life.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just as arbitrary.
Mm-hmm. We start naming days. Instead of having holidays for every day of the year, we just start naming days. Just, today is Chermis Day. I don't know.
Yeah, why not? I mean, it's just as meaningful as any other day, as long as people attribute meaning to it.
Yeah,
and kind of backtracking a little bit to something you said, because you mentioned like Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
See, Valentine's Day has become very commercialized, but at the same time, it does actually have roots in pagan traditions.
Totally. But it's been consumerized now.
Much like Christmas does and has been.
Yeah.
But no, like a lot of the holidays, the ones that weren't just made up by corporations, were originally some kind of like pagan celebration.
Oh yeah.
The church decided, oh well, we can't have them going and celebrating these things. Like, they need to celebrate our holidays.
Yeah.
So can't have those pagans.
Got to slip it in and be like, oh, you celebrate this too. You must be a Christian.
Mm-hmm. And really, they just wanted to go out and get drunk and party.
Yeah.
But hey, how better to get a drunk person on board than just be like, yeah, this is what you're partying for.
Yeah. Partying for Jesus Christ that was born 6 months ago.
Yeah, but I mean, it doesn't even say in the Bible per se, so who knows, right?
Well, I think somebody figured it out.
No, I mean,
that
it's based on things like the census and things like that,
yeah.
like the actual temperatures involved, like the viability of them staying like out in a stable during the night and all this other stuff. Like, there's definitely a lot of things that lead to the conclusion that, yeah, no, there's no way he was born like in December.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you know, it is what it is. Like, pagans got a party and Christians got to cover up pagan parties.
Christians got to take the fun away from everybody, because if you don't do things our way, you're going to hell, and you're wrong.
Oh yeah,
but somebody says that to them, and fucking just like fucking eyes turn red, like boil up red, fucking steam comes out the ears. Oh my god, oh my god.
Like I said,
blasphemy.
I don't have anything against them, but it's just,
no,
you know,
but I call it how it is.
I mean, it's just, you know, I'd appreciate it if you weren't so forceful about everybody participating in your thing.
Yeah.
But it's really become the corporation's thing, I guess.
Yeah, and they take advantage of it.
Oh yeah,
it's the corporations taking advantage.
Black Friday is so ridiculously huge now.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's a whole week thing. For some people, it's an entire month thing. Like the entire month of November is Black Friday month.
Oh yeah, because and even that weekend, you have like Small Business Saturday and Cyber Monday, and like all of those deals usually even go like extended amounts of time and stuff. And
yeah. Now, I know why a lot of places went to online deals and not trying to do it in stores, because people were fucking trampling each other.
People were literally killing each other over the deals.
Over fucking Elmos. Over Tickle Me Elmos. Oh my God.
It's so true.
What? It's a different Tickle Me Elmo. Still, like there's a new Elmo coming out like every year. Still.
Well, it's because you have to get the new one or else you don't love your kid.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
you got to spend money or else you're a bad parent.
Obviously. And, you know, for that matter, and I'm just going to kind of borrow a thought from Daniel Sloss that I've talked about before on here. But it's his whole thing was just like, you know, when parents like have to give their kids these gifts and everything from Santa.
Yeah.
And everything, and their kids like open them up and they're so happy and they're just like, thank you, Santa. And you just have to kind of sit there and bite your lip and go, yep, totally him. All him.
Oh my God. Yeah. I couldn't even imagine. Like, I mean, I couldn't imagine being a parent and then doing all that, and I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's fun. It's a holiday tradition and all this kind of stuff. And you do your thing, do what you want to do. Like I'm not here to tell you what to do.
Well, at the same time, like as much as it's kind of a fun thing, it gets so out of hand these days. Like I mean, there are parents, even like in lower class, like not talking about like rich, crazy rich people.
Yeah.
Like just like your typical like lower middle class families that spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars on their kids from Santa every year.
Yeah.
And it just, I think it sets up an unrealistic expectation, and it's just not a healthy lesson to teach kids.
No, it's not.
Like, oh, well, you're just going to get stuff because you get stuff, so don't worry about where it came from or how you get it. You just be good enough that I guess he gives you stuff because he's going to give you stuff anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. If I was able to have kids, I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it for that exact reason that you just stated.
Mm-hmm. And it's just, I don't know. Like that's me. I probably won't have kids, which is probably a good thing. Cause, I would be that parent.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like I'm against fun, but I'm just against all of the like fanciful ideas of just kind of like, oh, well, things are just perfect and work in the world. Like, no, the world sucks and you need to learn that the world sucks.
Yeah. You be good. You get free shit. No, it's not.
No, I tell you what, you be good and you will get this thing. Direct relation between this and this.
Oh, man.
Oh, well, I guess if you're kind of good enough, like, you'll get all of this stuff from Santa because he only gives presents to good kids.
Oh, yeah.
Like, no, like, you do this, you get this. Cause effect.
Yeah. Yeah. That just... This just made me think of something else. Back to the Christians, the evangelicals. A lot of them, like most of Trump's supporters. I hate getting into politics, or not really getting into politics. Kind of, I don't know, but or just Republican supporters. A lot of them are evangelical or evangelicals or whatever, and they're against socialism. Yet they celebrate this holiday and make up this man that brings free presents to you. Like, what the fuck? That's socialism.
And he wears red.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Oh, man. If you haven't listened to the Candy Cast, you got to listen to the Christmas episode because he has his own Santa Claus. It's hilarious. And Santa Claus is kind of evil in his show. It's entertaining. And I don't know. You just got to watch it.
Hard to explain.
The Intergalactic Candy Cast. I can't explain it.
It's hard to explain the Intergalactic Candy Cast in general.
Yeah. I love it though. I don't miss an episode. I didn't get on here to plug it or anything like that, but it just made me think of that with Santa Claus and everything. And I watched it today, so it's fresh on my mind.
Yeah, we've had a little back and forth with him before.
Yeah, man. Like that baffles me. Like they're for this made up socialism bullshit, but oh my God, socialism's bad. Free stuff is bad.
It's because they really aren't against the idea of socialism. They're against like this fictional like idea of like, oh well, that's the enemy. Yeah. Like they don't really have a full concept of what socialism actually is or what capitalism actually is.
Yeah.
They just know, oh, socialism bad. So whenever somebody says socialism, it's bad.
Yeah. It's just made up concepts. Come on, people. It's fucking like, oh my God. I can't stop laughing. I'm sorry.
And at worst, because there are also some that are in those types of supporter camps that are all for socialism as long as it applies to them.
Yeah. Yeah. But anyways, back to us shitting on Christmas.
Back to Commie Santa.
Commie Santa. So I don't know, something to talk about. And that's not even what the name of the show is. Hey, but before we started this up, we were like, hey, you know what? We have an episode that we already recorded, but it's not a light topic at all, and it has to do with death and everything like that. We're like, it's Christmas week. It's it's a holiday week. People are happy and joyful and everything. Let's do a light topic.
You can see how that worked.
Oh, I'm having fun. This is a light topic to me. This is fun. I'm laughing my ass off today.
Absolutely. But yeah, and again, like I don't have any problems with people celebrating Christmas, but I just think it's gotten kind of out of hand, and people need to get over themselves with this whole like, oh, taking away Christmas crap.
No, nobody's taking it away. It's stronger than ever. You got your full 4 months of it. Like, fucking be happy. Be happy with what you got. Nobody's taking anything away or have taken anything away.
Mm-hmm. But you know, can't let other people have fun. They can only have Christian fun.
Yes. The only kind of fun you can have is Christian fun. I hope that y'all are like, if anybody is like that's listening. I'm not saying that that you are just because you're Christian, you're like that or anything, but like I hope that you see that Just take a good hard look at yourself and what you believe in, the shit that you say. I'm just giggly tonight, I guess. And like, just see how just dumb it is. Like how, I don't know, fuck. I don't know where I'm going.
I don't know. But I mean, when it comes down to it, like nobody's beliefs are really that much more ridiculous than anybody else's.
No.
It's just that some people seem to think that their ridiculous ideas are better than everybody else's ridiculous ideas.
Yeah. One of the craziest things to me is almost all of them worship the same God.
Oh yeah, like especially the big three.
Yeah. It's the same God.
The big three as far as our side of the world's concerned.
Well, yeah, our yeah. What Christianity, Judaism, and Muslim. Yeah. Same God.
All three are the same God. There are parts of the texts that all three believe in.
But the other one's wrong.
Because all three of them have some special book that has other parts that the others don't recognize.
Yeah. Oh man. What about all the different denominations of Christianity? Fucking Baptists, they hate Catholics. Mm-hmm. Like, hate Catholics. You worship the same God and person underneath them.
You know, in a way, I'm starting to think that we can maybe even draw this back to Star Wars.
Hey, yeah, let's do that. That's a light topic. Not really though. It's kind of pretty heavy.
Well, I mean, in the sense that it's kind of like Star Wars fans. Mm-hmm. Like you've got like some that are just like the original purists, like they basically just like the original movies and that's it, and they hate everything else that's ever come out of it.
Yeah.
Then you've got people that like the original extended universe, like all of the novels and games and like older comics and everything that happened before Disney started mucking around with it.
Yeah.
And then you've got people that like everything as it is now, like throw out the extended universe and like build this whole thing new, like with everything that's going on now.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's kind of the same way, like with the three religions. I guess ultimately, like the original purists would be like Judaism, like the extended universe people, I guess, would be like Christianity, I guess, sort of. And then Muslim would have to be like the more recent one. Maybe.
Well, I don't know. That's a hard. I don't know.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, the Quran actually happens after at least the first parts of the New Testament.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Like they view Jesus as a prophet.
I did know that. Yeah.
And that like, I believe Muhammad even was after Jesus.
Okay.
I'm not 100% sure on that.
Yeah, I'm not.
I'm
not
definitely
either.
not versed in the Muslim tradition by any means.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, it's the same kind of thing. But like, at least Star Wars fans aren't like killing each other over what parts they like.
Yeah, they're just attacking each other on social media.
You know what? I think we'd be a lot better off if religions would just leave it to attacking on social media.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they do that too.
Oh, they do that too, but they need to just do that exclusively.
Stop with the guns. Stop with the bombs.
Exactly. I mean, could you imagine having like a Star Wars extremist?
Oh yeah. Now I did get on Twitter this weekend, and then I jumped on some conversations on our Twitter on some Star Wars stuff, and like Matt Colville, he brought up something of he predicted the remakes coming in 2030 of the original series, and then just the discussions went off the rails below that.
You know, the sad thing is I can't even say that there's no way that would happen, because especially with like recent cultural norms, remakes are almost inevitable.
Yeah.
And like undoubtedly, like they're going to try and cash in on that.
Oh yeah. And I totally agreed with that. I was like, yeah, I personally probably won't like it. I'm one of the people that loves the extended universe. That's completely.
Yeah, you're a Star Wars Christian.
Yes, I'm a Star Wars Christian. But I'm more welcoming, I guess, a little bit of the newer movies. I don't like it. I don't like that I am entertained by it. Like I'm frustrated. Like I got conflicting ideas in my head on how I want to feel about it. But I'm at least the new movies are entertaining. Yes. I feel like they ruined some stuff from the extended universe, but I want to see where it goes because this is the new canon. There's nothing I can do about it to change it.
And ultimately, and I will go ahead and just throw in there that there's some of the new canon I really like, and most of it's in like the current new novels and comic books.
Yeah.
Because there's some awesome stuff in there. But also, I just feel like with any movie, people are going to dislike it, especially when you're talking about sequels and things that are ongoing, because they get this idea in their head of what they want it to be, of what they want things to turn out like. And when it doesn't turn out exactly the way that they wanted it to, they're going to be disappointed.
Yeah.
So I think especially for like sequels, prequels, like anything that's related to some other movie you like, you will more than likely have a better time watching it if you just clear your expectations. Like, even think about it, whatever. But when you go to see it, just understand that whatever happens here may have nothing to do with what you think it is.
Yeah.
And if you just take it at face value, you will almost undoubtedly enjoy it more than you would have otherwise.
Yeah. That's pretty much like how I had to change my way of thinking on that kind of stuff. Because I love theory crafting.
Oh yeah, don't get me wrong.
Rick and Morty, I've come up with so many theories on Rick and Morty. I've come up with so many theories or latched on to so many theories for Star Wars and Rick and Morty and everything like that. But when I watch it with an open mind because they're theories.
Right. And don't get me wrong.
They're show theories. It's not like a scientific theory or anything.
I love me a good theory. And there are still some things about Star Wars that I consider headcanon that they will never take away from me. Yeah. Like Darth Jar Jar is absolutely canon in my head.
Oh, yeah. And there's really nothing to prove that it's not.
Yeah. And there's nothing they'll ever be able to do to keep me from thinking that.
No, Darth Jar Jar, like... I wish they would have done that, but I mean, hey, it's still canon.
As far as I'm concerned, like that's still a thing.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, if you go look it up, go look up Darth Jar Jar. There's a video. There's probably multiple videos.
I mean, even if they don't bring him up in the lore ever again, I know that somewhere thousands of years down the line, he's going to resurface to take what's rightfully his.
Yep. Mm-hmm. He will. Darth Jar Jar.
But yeah, I know we've had a lot of fun here, but I think we're probably going to need to wind down a bit. Let you get on to your Christmas festivities, since I guess we'll be releasing this on Christmas ?
Yeah, I'll schedule. This is going to be scheduled for Christmas. Yeah.
All right, cool. So
nobody's going to listen to it, but
so
on Christmas
to make up for the beginning. Merry Christmas and whatever other holidays you may or may not celebrate.
Yeah, and for those and also for those of you that don't care about the holidays, bah humbug. Gotta include everybody.
And a bah humbug to you too.
Yes.
But yeah, thanks for tuning in, and hope you'll join us next week when we have something more to podcast.